lands rent by tooth and claw.
Are you all right?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rubbish. Come on!
As the chaos spread, the star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet... there were those who stood in defiance of that fate.
The hour is come, creature. It's all or nothing.
The stage is set, but will our heroes deign to play their part?
You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh. Still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight. Until the heavens fall. Until our last breath.
Past the far edge of fate.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to twitch.tv/HobbyBoxBurns. I am Joe Burns, HobbyBox Burns, and we are here. Happy Final Fantasy XIV Fanfest weekend, and we are here to kind of do a lot of stuff today. Going to be chatting a lot, chilling, relaxing, and just enjoying the game, which is kind of what people are supposed to do on Fanfest weekend. And so the goals for today, I have 3 classes yet that we need to get. I don't know that game audio is coming through, is it? Let me look at this. Yeah, I don't know that game audio is coming through. Let me look at that quickly. Yeah, it's not. Let me fix that. There we go. Now that should be coming through. There, we're getting it figured out here. I can drop that down for myself also too. So that is good. All right, now I think we're rolling. I could start the chatting by saying, where the hell have I been? Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I've been here. I've been fine. Just been busy is the problem. So, but anyway, yes, goals for today. Finish up our final 3 crafting classes, get them to level 40, and then we're kind of done with that chapter for a bit, I think. Basically, I want to get them all to 40 so that then I can do leveling off stream and try to get everything then into that 45-50 range, and eventually get all of my crafting and gathering classes, Disciples of the Hand and Land, into that same like 50 range. Then start digging into collectibles and all of that stuff, which I believe is where I'd want to go. Some of that's going to be Ishgard restoration stuff. Maybe do a stream at some point in the future, getting some of that first stuff figured out. Or I might just do that off stream. I'm not 100% sure. Also, then at some point, once we kind of get through the crafting, I want to go back through kind of like what I did with Final Fantasy XVI when that was the trailer came out for that a while ago. I want to go through, watch the trailer again, and talk about some of the things I noticed in there and some guesses maybe that we have as a chat and myself for where we think things are going in Endwalker, and then look at some of the actual announcements that came out, more information that came out from the keynote, probably like a 15-minute, 20-minute walkthrough of that stuff. And then, depending upon what time we are at that point, I have an itch to try something bold and stupid, and so we might give that a go, depending upon where we're at once we get through those couple of things. Otherwise, that will be probably my next stream. I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough to pull it off, even though I should be powerful enough to, but we'll give it a shot. So yeah, first things first, pre-ordered Endwalker already. It's like 183 days away, November 23rd. And so I have my... Whoops. Where are you? I have my Palom minion here. Palom, one of the twins, the magic twins from Final Fantasy IV. Seeing as how this is like a heavily inspired by Final Fantasy IV game, and Final Fantasy IV was the actual first one that I ever played. I watched my cousin play the original Final Fantasy on the Nintendo, but Final Fantasy IV, my brother and I rented that from the Video Vault and played it quite a bit. I still never have beaten it. I tried to beat it a couple years ago when my friend Tom and I, for Outside is Overrated, go visit that website, when we talked about Final Fantasy and did our Final Fantasy in review throughout the entire year. I got to the moon, and I got to the lunar base right before you fight the 4 fiends, and saved too close to it, didn't have enough save slots, and realized I was not high enough level to get through the 4 fiends fight, and have slowly been going back to it and trying to grind just in that area. But my God, is it a pain, because you can't get anywhere else. You can't get out. You're stuck in there. So I kind of screwed myself on save slots. So maybe at some point I will finally beat it. That might be something for RPG Archaeology once we get through the Final Fantasy games on here. Down the line, we can get back into. So I got the Palom mount. And then also the other pre-order bonus, other than getting to start playing the game on November 19th, so 5 days early, The other thing then you end up getting is the Menfina's earring, which is similar to the Aetheryte earring. It gives you increase of 30% EXP when level 80 and below. And so basically just a really good earring for leveling other characters. And so that's why I have it on my Red Mage here, because that's the next class. I want to try to level Red Mage up to 80 and go through the role quests for that band, or for that grouping. And so that's one of the things I'll be working on here on my own over the next couple of weeks. This is also the character, because one of my plans is I want to go through the Alliance raids. This is probably what I'll be going through the Alliance raids with, just to build that experience. I think if I go through the Alliance raid series as my Red Mage, I'll probably be able to hit level 80, or get close to level 80 going through most of those. So yeah, but right now we are at the Culinarians Guild. And so let's jump into that. So yeah, sorry for like the radio silence. That's like the one problem I have with Twitch. Other than like taking and going live for like 15 minutes and saying, hey, not going to be able to stream for the next couple of days. There's not a really good way to push that out there. And I don't know who really actually follows my Twitter or not that follows me on Twitch. So I don't have a good avenue for where to send that information out. But yeah, everything's fine. This week has just been busy. I've been working on playing through games for our podcasts. And so we did a big podcast on Borderlands that we recorded on Thursday that will come out on June 1st. And so I've been trying to play through Borderlands 3 and also Tales from the Borderlands. Those are the two games that we talked about on there, as well as the series in general. And so that ended up taking up the majority. I do have a Twitter feed on my page. I forget that. I probably should do that. You're right, Baby Smell. I'm the correct answer for all of this is I'm an idiot and I'm stupid and forget things. Forget communication skills. Communication skills not my strong suit, apparently. Says the guy who's trying to use Twitch and was a partially speech major in college. Hey, sounds great. Good luck on the house projects, and
that's a Hobbybox Prime sub.
Thank you, Ox, for the Hobbybox Prime subscription. I really appreciate it. You're definitely winning now in the consecutive month subbed game. You're beating Tom handily at this point, or at least by a few days, depending on when he gets on here. So let's go speak with Linkseth. So most of my free time has been spent doing that. You are a winner beating Tom. Yes. Hey, anytime you can beat Tom and rub it in his face, that's always a good thing. So yeah, and then yeah, I was hoping to maybe stream yesterday afternoon for a while, but just got sidetracked with a lot of different things, and then really wanted to focus on watching the keynote last night, and so that is why I ended up not streaming for the last week, basically since Saturday. Maybe it was Sunday last week, I can't remember. So yeah, so I apologize. I hope you weren't worried, Baby Smell. But yeah, all is well, and we are now going to look at Of Cooks and Books. Linkseth wants you to learn about other aspects of the restaurant business. Oh, so this is where we learn how to actually run a restaurant business. Right, good old ye to drop in again, Callista. You'd be surprised how many of your guildmates stop coming all together, thinking they know all what needs knowing. But as any scholarly would tell ye, the learning never stops, and I speak from experience. There's some as say I'm the best in the realm, but there ain't a day what passes that I don't discover something new. Now, you and me, we're chefs first and foremost, but there's more to the restaurant business than just cooking. That's why I want ye to speak with Letitia, our bookkeeper. Afore coming to us, she herself was a scholarly doing customs work at Melivan's Gate. Ye stand to learn much and more by seeing things from her perspective. Whoa, boink. Letitia. Ah, Callista, the chef who prepared Lord Lolorito's meal in the Guildmaster's stead. Thanks to your heroics, the Bismarck's reputation came through unscathed. We all owe you for that. So what brings you to my counter? Master Linksath would have you learn about the restaurant business at large, you say? Why, of course. It would be my pleasure to share with you such knowledge as I possess. But before we begin, I could do with a bite to eat. It has been a long and busy shift, and I haven't had a chance to sit down to a proper meal. But by way of board, might I trouble you to prepare some ratatouille for me? And call me spoiled, but please make it the most exquisite serving you can manage. My thanks in advance. Dang it. I, at one point, had some ratatouille, I believe. Oh, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. All right, what all junk do we need for ratatouille then? It's going to be in this range band probably. I believe I've made it before. There we go. No, I have not made it before. And holy lord. Oh. Ha. Ha. Oh, and did I just sell all of those Ramhorn zucchinis? Oh no, thank God I still got some. Okay. Alright, I don't have any wizard eggplants. Ruby tomatoes I can get here. Laurel, I'm pretty sure I don't have. I think I have lavender oil somewhere, yes. And Garlic and garlic I can kind of pick up anywhere. So laurel and wizard eggplant are the two things I need. Alright, so let's go to pick up our other couple quests here. Oh, sorry. Whoa. All discombobulated there. So, Baby Smell, did you get a chance to watch the keynote last night? What are your thoughts on the new stuff that was announced for Endwalker? Let's see. We're over here. Oh, let's chill in here a little bit. See if I can run straight. There we go. Whoa. Wall. I thought the trailer was super hype. I really enjoyed the way they pulled together the themes from the other expansions into this one. I thought that was really neat. And obviously the story picked up kind of right where we left off at 5.5, or a little bit after that. It's probably where we're going to leave off after 5.5.5. So I thought that was neat, which makes sense. I mean, that's what they did with Shadowbringers too. Pans of Steel. Forgemaster Hananza wishes to assign you a new commission. Greetings, Callista. I heard word you bested Blandsteer in an armorer's contest of skill. An impressive feat, and one of which you should be proud. But I'm afraid you've made a most troublesome enemy, for he is both persistent and vindictive. As you well know, I speak from bitter experience on that matter. Rather than dwell on this unpleasant rivalry, however, I would have you focus on your craft. Ready your hammer and pliers, Callista. There is much and more to do. Master Linksath over at the Bismarck has commissioned a new steel fry pan. And as one might expect of the head of the Culinarians Guild, he accepts only the finest of wares. Now, compared to pounding out thick protective plates of armor, cooking utensils, being generally smaller and lighter, require a somewhat more delicate touch. You must bring all of your concentration to bear, lest you risk ruining the entire piece with a single misplaced blow. In light of recent events, which have no doubt left your mind scattered, I believe a task that fully engages your faculties will prove beneficial. Let us not keep Master Linksath waiting, Callista. To the forge with you. I love how they would expect that Like, our nerves would be rattled from a armorer off, given the fact that we've, like, taken down, like, massive primals and saved the world on multiple occasions. Oh, but making that armor, oh boy, that took it out of you. So we need to make a steel fry pan. Do we have steel plates? Do we have oak lumber? We do have oak lumber. We do not have a steel plate. Search for recipe by crafting method, and let's take a look at this. All right. So we just need 2 steel ingots, of which we actually have on our person here. So let's synthesize that quickly. Yeah. So, bum bum. See if I remember how to do this. It's been a while. We'll do that. Okay, so now we should be able to do 2 more touch actions before we mend. And a proc here would be perfect, but we didn't get it. It's only going to be 1 touch action. One synthesis action. So we'll do a hasty touch. We didn't get a condition increase. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That was kind of silly. So we got up to 80%. So we'll see if we can get high quality here, because a high quality steel plate is probably going to help us make this high quality. Alright, so now we need the oak lumber, which is on saddlebags. Yes, perfect. And how many did we need? I'm an idiot. I should have paid 1. Just 1. Just 1. Alright. Let's do this thing. Oh. So you think Charlian looks beautiful, and you're excited to go visit it in Razatan in game? Also looking forward to playing Reaper. Might also race change to Bunny Guy, at least until you get too annoyed about not being able to wear hats, then you'll change it back to Catboy. Nice. I am so surprised that they did that. I did not expect them to focus on fleshing out those 2 races. But there's so many people that are so happy about that it was a really good win to figure it out. And once they add female Hrothgar down the line, I don't know, everybody will be happy at that point then. I don't know, there's definitely not as much of an outcry for female Hrothgar as there was for male bunnies. A lot of happy women, yes. Well, I know Zepla, I follow her on Twitch and watch her from time to time and watch some of her videos on YouTube, was a huge proponent of that. And I kept, like, voting on some of the polls she put on YouTube, basically saying it's never going to happen. But I was wrong. But, I mean, that's awesome for them. I mean, I'm glad people... Oh, shoot. I think I boned myself here, didn't I? No. Just barely by the skin of my teeth. So yeah, so that, no, I mean, and I don't know, I don't know how much work goes into any of these things, but to end the keynote on 2 really big, like, pleasers for certain sections of the fandom, I thought was really an interesting thing to do. And it's smart that they, I mean, it's not like they decided to do it like today. I mean, they've been building towards it for how long, right? So I think that was cool. Where is that fry pan, Callista? It is true that you are no longer some rank novice, but do not think your posterior safe from the toe of my boot if you choose to dither and dally. Hey, I made this very fast. Hananza. Very fast. Truly another consummate work. I can find no flaw with its weight or balance. It is not so heavy as to be a struggle to lift, yet it remains sturdy enough to endure the frantic pace of the Bismarck's kitchens. I trust at this juncture that you comprehend in full my earlier warning. To produce a fry pan of this quality would most certainly have required your undivided attention. I don't know. I almost blew it while I was talking about male bunnies. And I can tell this item received just that. The consistency of the metal's thickness is all the evidence one needs. This type of precision should not be undervalued. In this case, should the fry pan be poorly forged, the heat of its cooking surface will be uneven, and such flaws are unacceptable to an exacting culinarian such as Master Lingsath. Even the sturdiest of utensils, however, rarely last him more than a few seasons. It is a struggle to find armorers who can meet his demanding specifications when he turns to our guild for replacements. I had long intended to assign this commission to you, but your encounter with Blandsteer had me doubting your ability to concentrate. This is one of those rare occasions where I'm happy to be proven wrong. Your uncompromising attention to detail continues to be an inspiration to your colleagues. Ah, and speaking of details, there is one that remains untended, delivering this fry pan to Master Lingsath's hands. I trust you do not need directions to the Culinarians Guild. God dang it. I was hoping I could just do this and jump on to the next one right away. But while we're here, we'll go to Blacksmith and take care of that. Alright, Brethael. Set Phaser. Phasar to stun. Oh, the puns with these names are so great. Forge Master Brethael has had to take on more smithing than he can anvil. Ugh, something evil's brewing in me belly. I tell ye, can't seem to keep anything down. Too many at the wench, I reckon. Couldn't have come at a worse time either, with Phasar breathing down me neck. Now, when it comes to the market, you've never met a tighter miser than old Phasar. But at the Colosseum, the man throws gold at fighters like water at a fire. They know it too, so they ask their patron for a new blade, and once they get their blade, now it's a bigger, sharper, shinier blade. Before you know it, I'm wasting me waking bells forging weapons for folk that ain't got arms enough to wield 'em all. Don't get me wrong, I'd gladly take the whoreson's coin, but I ain't up to it this time on account of me condition. Which is why I need ye to make whatever needs making in me stead. Have a word with Phasar and see what he wants. You think his name is Koji Fox, the guy's responsible for all the puns? Yeah, he's like the localization lead. Also one of the lead singers of the Primals. Yeah, that guy's pretty amazing. Also the translator for the keynotes. So, Brethael sends you to me yet again. I am flattered he holds me in such esteem. As you may have heard, I have an eye for able warriors, yet without the proper arms and armaments, ability is for naught. Forge me one steel budge of equal parts splendor and might, and you and Brethael shall know the bounty of my generosity. But fail me, Callista, and I may be forced to reconsider my arrangement with Neldik and Vimelis. Steel Booch. You don't know if Koji is also friends with Yoshi, but you enjoy watching them goof around on stage. Yes, their chemistry is like amazing. You know, and it's one of those things where it's so hard to know. Like, I'm sure behind the scenes, there's lots of like bickering and infighting and the same type of stuff that happens like at every job, but it truly feels like they all love the game, they all love what they do, and they all love working with each other. Is just sort of the feeling you get. And seeing as how I think Koji, since he like works so actively with the developers on a regular basis, as part of the story stuff, and then is in the Primals with a bunch of them, I think he is sort of more intermingled than a lot of the other like translators are, that are much more just like they translate just for the CEO or just for the people when they speak, and aren't like maybe as intermingled into everything And I think that comes off, too, because he's been a part of everything. And since he's been there since 1.0, since the very beginning of development on the game, he's kind of that connective tissue that goes through, like, a lot of the storyline, too. I mean, he's one of the writers of the Encyclopedia Eorzea's as well. And so it's just, it's really cool to have him be sort of the English voice for the game. I think that helps a lot for people from our region to connect to the game. All right, we need to find the steel bouge. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hopefully I can... Oh, how can I change that window size back? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Oh, just hammering buttons. Alright, I have a bunch of iron ingots, too. Unfortunately, those are on Janafreya. So we'll have to go back to... So let's jump to the Culinarians Guild. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Take our frying pan back, or turn our frying pan into him, because we'll have to come back here after we make our steel bouge. Yeah, see, like, ever since finishing, or catching up at least on Shadowbringers, like, I have been so extremely worried about their ability to, kind of match the level that Shadowbringers was at. And it seems like Endwalker is definitely going to be different. Like, granted, the stakes were high in Shadowbringers, but it just feels like, I mean, the stakes are going to just be ramped up to 11. And everybody's going to be doing, like, pulling out all the stops to try to, like, have this one final success. So I think it's going to be a slightly different tenor than what Shadowbringers was, which was much more about, like, learning about this group of people that were the same but have a different background as, like, where we're from, which I think is interesting. Sound like a jerk, but a little worried seeing a big hero girl being part of the localization team. Yeah, I mean, and it sounded like she was new. Like, that was one of the first times she actually did translating and stuff. Which I cannot understand how people can do that. I'm just not, I know a little bit of a couple of different languages, and I just do not even understand how I could be fluent enough to be able to do that. Like, on the fly like that. Like, that is a talent that there's no way I could ever have. You've come to deliver me new frying pan, have you? Sure have. Well, now, ain't she a beauty? With this pan, I'll be able to whip up all sorts of dishes and not fret about burning the middle or undercooking the edges. You say this was your work? Only the Forge Master herself has ever been able to make utensils what I'd consider worthy of the Bismarck. Seems like I finally got me another craftswoman I can trust. You're welcome in me kitchen any time, lass. Now, I know it's asking a lot, but it would be cool if, like, he would recognize... It would be cool if he would recognize the fact that we've also been a culinarian and say something like, if the text could change a little bit, and then he would say something like, oh, not only good at cooking food, but also making me fry pans, too. Like, it would be interesting if they could have been able to get that granular. Like, granted, that's difficult. That's really difficult. All that attention to detail for, like, this one little quest thread where these things, like, intersperse. But that would have been interesting. Let's see now. We need to get back down to... Alright, so we hit 40, so we're ready to do the next step of Armorer. So back to Blacksmith. And then we can go to the Hawker's Alley. it'll be interesting to get more details on 555 tonight at the live letter. Really interested to see what the what little details they're going to drop in. Because at the end of 5.5, it seemed like everybody had started to split and go in the separate ways as to where they're at in the trailer for Endwalker. So I'm curious to see where that goes. Okay, so I need iron ingots. I believe they're on Janifreya. And I think I need 2. No, that's a whetstone. Here's the iron ingots. Might only be 1, but we can always give it back. And then we need an oak lumber from the saddlebags to make the bouge. And then we'll have to look at what I need for culinary. So I don't think I've ever been able to find it. Is there a way to add saddlebags to hotbars? Because, oh lord, I would like that. That would make things a lot more convenient. Go back to my little corner here behind Kyokyo Rune. And let's make our... Yeah, the Chocobo saddlebags. I can? Okay. Is it in here? Under General? Oh, not under extras. Oh, here we go. Awesome. Question is where do I want to put it? Actually, I could put it here. That might make more sense. Which bar is that again? Oh, right there. Okay. So then to get to the saddlebags, that's like that. Okay. Yeah, that's going to make things a lot easier, I feel. All right. Let's make this steel bouge. Okay, we'll get some of our CP back right away. Oh shoot, I probably should have eaten something, shouldn't I have? Let's get the extra quality from that one. And then we'll keep going here. It should go up by like 50 each time. So we have 2 more synthesis actions. We can just do Master's Mend right away, and then we can see what we have to work with here on CP. If we could get upgrade and condition now, perfect timing. Let's get this going again here. Alright, so now we need 2 more synthesis actions. So at 15, we need to start synthesizing. So we'll do a hasty touch to see if we can get lucky. Well, we need to get lucky one more time, don't we? So if I haven't, it's worth investing in paying for the premium service for the phone app. Okay, so I know I looked into it at one point. How does that work? And what do you get out of it again? So that's so you get like extra Kupo nuts, so then you can do a lot of like inventory management on the phone, right? And then you can do like the selling and stuff. Alright, so we made our steel bouge. So now we will switch to culinarian. While we're thinking of it, first, let's go eat Where's our... we have mashed popotos or stone soup. Because nothing else is for CP. Let's work on the mashed popotos. And let's just do 30 minutes for now. Get another tab for... Really? You get another tab for Chocobo Saddlebag and a retainer. You can also place things in the market board while you're offline through your phone. How do you... How do you unlock that? Is it somewhere on the Moogle? Oh God, I can't remember what it's called. Mognet, Mog Station. I probably should do that. Like that little bit of that extra space would help a lot, and would mean I have to go back to retainers less because I can have more of my active stuff just on my saddlebags. Is the emote you taking and doing this with Gil? Because that would be funny. Like your /microtransaction /upsell /whale. All right, this is a massive thing. Wizard, eggplant, and ruby and laurel. So I'm pretty sure those two are not going to be things that we would be able to purchase. Wizard eggnog. Oh, ba 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 ba. I do not need 41 of them. We'll just buy the 11. And then laurel. Oh my gosh. So much laurel. Let's buy the high quality stuff here. A little bit of a waste of gil, but... Okay, so then... have to get me bearings here. There is a salesman for culinary stuff here, I believe. Probably explains something. You already get to post things on the market board, but yep, coupon nuts. Yeah, and I've done that once or twice, but you only get like a coupon nut a day. Yeah. Premium you gain, and you can only hold on to 2. Tradecraft supplier, Engerand. Give me tomatoes. You don't have tomatoes. Are they lower here? No. Alright, well I know where I can go to get those. Alright, so to the goblet. Yeah, I'll have to look into that more seriously. Try to track that down again. How much more a month is it, Baby Smell? Is it like $1 or $2 a month? Oh, okay. The emote you get is you playing with a tombstone as if it were a smartphone. Okay, so we have zucchini on Janafreya. We have lavender oil on Janafreya as well. So zucchini and lavender oil. I think we just need 1 of each. I better double check that before I get too deep into it. Yeah, 1 of each. Zucchini. My ramhorn zucchini. Here we go. And lavender oil. Okay. So there we go. So now we need just a ruby tomato and Garlean garlic, which we can both get here. Bum ba dum ba bum 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 ba dum. I mean, if I already sprung for the extra retainer, what's a little bit more to get the other extra space too? All right, ruby tomato, check. Garlean garlic, check. All right, let's do it. Which other one do I need to select? Lavender oil. All right, got to get high quality here again. Okay. Extra $5 a month, so it's a wee bit more expensive, but you paid it all the same. That is a little bit much. So what, if you do a 6-month subscription, that's 30 extra bucks? That's a bit steep. That is a bit steep. I was also wondering, maybe, I don't know if you know this or not, so if you've purchased an extra retainer, right, and you let your account go, like if you let your subscription lapse, what happens to that retainer? Is the stuff still on the retainer? You still have it, you just don't have access to them until you would put your subscription, you would re-up your subscription? So I've been curious about how that all works. It's reserved until you pay again, okay. And you can, then my guess is you probably can't get any of the stuff that's on them off of them, right? During that time? All right. I need 2 more of these. All right, let's see if we can get lucky. Nope. All right. No high quality. Son of a gun. All right. I didn't get very lucky with condition increases on that. That's all right. We've still got enough mats for this, I think. I think we could do 2 more probably if we need to. Yeah, because I've been debating about, just with all the things that I'm working on trying to play outside of 14, if I should take like a little bit off when my subscription runs out later in June, until it gets a little bit closer to Endwalker, maybe August or something like that, but I'm not sure. I've been debating on it. There's still like a zillion things I want to do in this game. Alright, so we should have everything again. Alright. Do better this time. Or get luckier. One of the two. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, especially if I'm debating about maybe sometime this summer jumping into another MMO or two, then it would really make sense. No, you hadn't told me that you received your 23andMe results. What did you find out? Anything interesting? Or something that you didn't expect? Alright, perfect. Yeah, I know you'd mentioned that you'd sent it off, but I didn't know that you'd gotten it back already. Dun, 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 dun. 7% black. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know who you have to reach out to on that one to find out. Thanks, Obama. All right. Come on, Hasty Touch. So is there a stat that makes Hasty Touch more likely to succeed or not? Because it seems like to me there are certain... Yeah, we're not going to get it here either. Oh, it bailed us out. It bailed us out. It is just a 50% chance. Gotcha. Because it feels like there are certain classes that I have more luck with it than others. And I've always wondered if there was a reason behind that or not. Just a 50% chance. Huh. Then again, it's just probably one of those things where... like false equivalencies, like you build false equivalencies in your mind. And so because it seems to happen a couple of times and you're like, oh, it just always... I always fail it on Culinarian. But then when I'm Weaver, I always succeed. So it's probably more so just that thing. All right, so also another reason why I have a strong compulsion to try to do the alliance raids and get caught up on those is come on, load in, NPC, load in. There we go. I'm very tempted to earn some of these so I can buy these orchestration rolls. Because Dancing Mad is one of my favorite Final Fantasy songs. And I do really enjoy the FF14 version of it from the Kefka fight. And so I really want to get those. I know you can get some of them from, like, grinding certain raids. But I just want it. So I don't know. Another one of those things that's on the list of stuff to do in the game. We'll go to the Culinarians Guild first and turn in my Ratatouille. Ba-ba, bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum, bum-bum-bum. Oh, no, we gotta give it to this gal. Letitia. I don't mean to rush you, but if the Ratatouille takes much longer, I feel like to pass out from exhaustion. Jeez, dramatic much? According to extra credits, that 7% black means you're also 7% orc. Zug zug. Dabu. Quit touching me. Oh, Warcraft. Ah, such an enticing aroma. I will enjoy this right away. Slurp, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. I can't remember the last time I had such tasty ratatouille. That was truly wonderful. And with my hunger sated, we can now delve into the kind of work I do here. In fact, you have just witnessed one of my more important duties, keeping track of our members' progress. I've found that sampling each person's rendition of ratatouille gives me a marvelous insight into their growth. Owing to its simplicity, the vegetable sauté lends itself well to variation, allowing the chef to pour himself into its creation. Indeed, your own bespeaks your ability to create a quality dish under strict time constraints. Do not underestimate that skill. You'll find a great deal of a restaurant's success lies in performing tasks expeditiously. As an example, some other services I provide are procuring ingredients, ensuring our equipment functions, and, perhaps most importantly, listening to our customers. If any of these tasks were ignored for an extended period, it is fair to say that the Bismarck would fall into chaos, and our name would lose its considerable luster. Well, I trust you now have something of an insight into my responsibilities. I only wish that all our members shared your curiosity about what goes into running this place. You'd love to have a job where all you do is rate novice chef's food? It wouldn't be bad. You definitely have to be diligent on the calorie output too. Really have to do some exercising if you had to eat that much food all day. Then again, you just do what they do like on MasterChef, and it's like 1 spoon of it. And then if it's really good, you do a 2nd spoon. And then you might lick your lips a little bit, but then you just stare at them to make them think it's disapproving. And then you say, bloody well done. Diplomacy of the Skillet. Linksith wants you to assist Letitia with a matter of great import. Oi, Callista, you're just the lass I was looking for. Which is to say, you be the lass what Letitia was looking for. She's in need of some practice hands, and you've got the only one she'll trust. Well, sides mine, of course, but I've got me own matters to attend to. Take fair warning, though, Callista. The better ye get, the more others'll turn to ye. 'Tis a fine feeling being relied upon, but it can be a right pain in the arse, too. Any road, enough of me prattling. Run along and find out what Letitia wants. Whoa! You'd have to learn all the food words, though? Yes. Umami. Umami's the first one. My thanks for agreeing to help, Callista. Now I will tell you the details of your task, but I must ask that you keep it in the utmost confidence. The Admiral is scheduled to host an afternoon tea for visiting dignitaries, and the Bismarck has been called upon to provide the repast and refreshments. Umami. Yes, you got it. You got it down. I have been charged with conceiving the menu and require help making a few sample dishes. I would be grateful if you could prepare a blood currant tart, a serving of pastry fish, and a cup of chamomile tea, all of the finest quality. As a woman of the sea, the Admiral drinks liquor like most folks drink water, but the same cannot be said of her guests, hence the afternoon tea as opposed to, say, a dinner banquet. Alas, we know little and less of their tastes besides that, so I am forced to consider a wide variety of options. It has proved to be quite a task, but with your help, I am confident that we can serve up a menu to please. So we gotta make tons of shit, huh? Blood currant tart, pastry fish, and chamomile tea. Okay. Pastry fish. We got rid of all of our pie dough, I believe. Oh, no, we still got some. Raisins, I think we can buy in places. Desert saffron's going to be hard to come by. We have a ton of table salt. Okay, so we got most of the stuff for that. Blood currant tart and chamomile tea. More pie dough. Smooth butter, we've got lots of that, and maple sugar. And I think we have lots of gelatin. Oh no, we sold all of our gelatin. Or maybe we have some still for sale. Which is another storage mechanism I've started using. So blood currant tart. And then chamomile tea. That's probably going to be back here. Chamomile tea. Oh, I had a zillion chamomile at one point. Still do. Okay, good. And honey. And then mineral water. Alright, perfect. I have everything for that. That is nice. Okay. In the meantime, though, let's switch to blacksmith. And go turn in our sword. Or, no, our bouge. Go bouge. By the way, in Guild Wars 2, aside from dungeons like fractals and raids or open world content, there's now things called strikes, which are supposed to be an introduction to raids. Interesting. Is there content in FF14? Are technically, like, the Alliance raids supposed to be an introduction to the raid content? Because it never really felt like there was a lot that was like, here's how to, like, get ready for Binding Coil. Phasar. We gotta go here. One steel bouge, Callista. Make the greatest weapon you've ever made, then throw it away and make me a better one. There you go. You've come with my gift. Excellent. Let us have a look, shall we? "24-man raids. They're kind of like WoW's LFR. No, that's so that the Alliance raids aren't bad, because there's enough other people there. You basically just dodge AoEs and try to put out at least as a DPS, put out as much damage as possible. I'm talking about, like, the actual, like, 8-man raids, like Binding Coil, Alexander, Eden, things like that. I demanded nothing short of perfection, and you have exceeded my every expectation, Callista. A finer bouge I've never seen. A well-wrought oak haft, with a solid steel blade, more than sharp enough to slice through sinew and bone. Many an auroch's neck shall it cleave. I cannot wait to see it wielded. Yes, the glory of the steel bouge you have forged for me shall be sung in the screams of all who stand before it. I see my trust in you was not misplaced, Callista, and I trust I shall have need of your skills in the future." You had a brain fart. What was the question again? So is there like a, so like you're talking about how the strikes are like an introduction to raids in Guild Wars 2. Is there anything that's like an introduction to the 8-man raids in, like the high-end 8-man raids that you find in Final Fantasy XIV? Forging ahead. Forge Master Brethael needs an able blacksmith to set an example. You know, Callista, the contracts you've helped the guild secure ought to make us a fortune, if we can find the hands to keep up with demand, that is. Quite a name you've made for yourself in the process. You've got your head in the forge, so you don't hear what I do. All over the ports I hear the chatter of sailors and merchants extolling the fabled wares from Callista's forge, and I assure ye they ain't alone. Hells, it's gotten to the point... Jack-o'-lantern sold. Hells, it's gotten to the point where half your fellow smithies are asking that ye forge their smithed tools, as if ye've time to make 'em one by one. So I told them the most they could hope for would be one wrapped crow's beak hammer, a true example of shining excellence to which all of its kind would be held. What say ye, lass? Reckon ye can do your forge mates this favor? Just the normal versions of trials or normal raids? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so we need to make a wrapped crow's beak hammer. Here we go. Oh, so we need to make a steel crow's beak hammer first. Ooh, linseed oil we probably don't have. Yep, we have everything else, but we don't have linseed oil for that. And then for the other one, we just need boar leather, of which we have plenty of boar's hide. So, all right, we're gonna take a quick break.
Okay, we are back.
So let's go to Armorer and collect our next quest here. Best of 3. Forge Master Hananza has an announcement for you. I hope you're feeling competitive, Callista, for Blandsteer has submitted a formal challenge. It seems he means to recover the pride you cost him with your previous victory. He is an overgrown, sulky child who sees his fellow colleagues as not more than rivals. In his tiny world, all that matters is who is the best, who is the brightest, and who is the most able to provide immediate value to the guild. Now, I would be lying if I said I did not also take such factors into account. You well know my demand for excellence.
but the methods we take to reach it differ vastly. Blansteer would run a guild of exclusion, one in which an adventurer like yourself would have been unwelcome. The lack of sense in that is clear. He may be my equal in skill and technique, but it is this narrow perspective that weighed the balance against him in our contest for the Guildmaster's chair. I won, and he lost. That simple fact plays an enormous role in the enmity that now lies between us. And I'm certain that past defeat is no small part of what fuels Blansteer's present desire to prove himself your better. I regret that this ridiculous feud has drawn you into its bitter maw. But if it means seeing that stubborn old dodo put in his place, then I'm just childish enough myself to encourage you to accept. Blansteer awaits you in his usual haunt. Go to him and show you've the steel to pick up the gauntlet he's thrown down. Does that mean we'll have to make a steel gauntlet? Is that what they're alluding to? I have a feeling. Ooh-hoo. We will have to make a steel gauntlet. Blansteer. I've had just about enough of old Hananza's coddling ways. She's raising a generation of slackjaws, what look like armorers, but ain't fit to wipe the soot from a proper craftsman's backside. Before ye know it, folk'll start losing trust in the trade itself. Years of pride and tradition are crumbling to dust around her feet. Course, ever since ye bested me in our little competition, me words don't carry the weight they once did. Seems like I've got to take ye down a few pegs afore I could start putting things right. Aye, the world needs to know that old Blansteer's not to be beaten by one of Hananza's lot, even if it were her prize pup. We'll settle this the old-fashioned way, a 3-round contest of skill. There ain't no putting in dragging this out, so let's get straight to the challenge for the first round. The finest mithril cuirass ye can forge. I was wrong. Since I'll be choosing the tasks, we'll leave the appraisal of our work to your precious forge master. I'll be taking me armor to her directly. Once you've shown Hananza your own cuirass and heard her decision, ye bring the piece to me so's I can see it for myself. So a mithril cuirass. So we'll have to probably make mithril plate. I think we only have a couple mithril ingots. 1. Yeah, so we're going to need to get more mithril. We do have some electrum. We have plenty of electrum, so we'd be able to do that part. So where to start with, then? I think... Yep, we have to go out here to teleport. Actually, let's just go to the goblet. I wonder, I don't think I can purchase gelatin there. But we'll give it a shot at the couple of places that sell things just to see. I think that's something we have to make, because I think I made a bunch of it at one point, and then I sold it. It's apparently pronounced cuirass, huh? Cuirass? I have no idea. That's one of those words that I've only ever read and never ever heard or said until like now. First off, yes. Let's check our folks here. At one point, I was selling a bunch of gelatin. But I think I sold it recently, actually. Okay, yeah, so I do not have any gelatin. I have a feeling that's something that we're probably going to have to purchase on the market board. Well, I can look and see what I have to do to make it.
Oh, let's actually change to culinarian first then. And then we can also equip our new fry pan. Let's extract or retrieve our materia here. Bomb fry pan, yo. And desynth. Steel plate. The steel plate in his head. And I think I can actually... Oh, okay. I do have all the recommended gear for... Oh, 40, because I think a couple of the things are 41 that I could change into after this. So that makes sense. Melt. I mean, I probably could put a better materia in there than this. So let's actually check that out first. Paulina na. Whoops. Do I have... No, I don't have any steel plates anywhere. Let's see. Okay, now we can meld that, I think. Yep. Perfect. All right. So then, to see if we can buy some gelatin. It's a soft eye, so quirk, quoras, quoras, quirk, 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 quirk. Purchase items. Nope. Did we need the gelatin for the pastry fish? Nope. It was for the blood current type. That makes a lot more sense, logically, too. Oh, do I have any bat wings? I am fresh out of bat wings, but I think I can purchase them over here. Am I going to level fishing at all? You know, that's the redheaded stepchild, the gathering classes. So, I mean, I do have fishing at 52. It is my highest one. I have leveled Fisher basically from 40 to 52 solely by fishing for rain callers for the most part. Because I've basically, for a while, I was one of the only people that was selling them. And so I would just, whenever I was in Gridania and it was raining, I would just catch a bunch of them until it stopped raining, basically. And then just keep putting them up and selling them. Now there's a bunch of other people selling them, and they've undercut me a little bit, so it's not as lucrative as it was for a while. So that was kind of what I focused on for a while to level it, was basically going after some of the actual class quest fish and fishing for those. I wouldn't say it was good money, but it was decent money for a pretty brainless thing to do, randomly. For every 5, because I sold them in groups of 5, which is what you need for the quest, I was getting about 15,000 gil for a group of 5. Most sane people just do ocean fishing. I do want to try ocean fishing, so that would probably be where I go moving forward, unless there's good ways to level Fisher with the Ishgard stuff, like in the diadem. We need to go back to the Goblet South subdivision. The one thing about ocean fishing is the couple of times I did try to do it, like when I first got the quest and then one other random time, I was never like at the right time. And that type of stuff is just like, I'm usually doing so many random things. Granted, now that you showed me how to use the timers, I could set a timer for myself. So, we need a Batwing. Of which I know I can buy one here. And I've got a zillion brass loaches, so I can make myself some gelatin. Hopefully high quality. Reagents. Oh, you can set a reminder straight from the ocean fishing place too? Nice, okay. Well, that's nice then. I obviously didn't look too deeply into it when I was trying to do it. Alright, let's make some high-quality gelatin maybe here, huh? Got lo-fi beats to cook to going on right now. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some real high quality gelatin up in here. Oh, we got 5 cubes of it too. Holy crap. Didn't need that much. Alright. So, all 3 of these things we have on people. Nope, I don't need that. Search for item. So, does Jana Freya have all 5 of them? All 3 of them. Yep, and... Yep. Okay. So, Pido, smooth butter, maple sugar. Smooth butter. Like butter. You should fish on stream and then... I should fish on stream and then you can share videos while I fish? That'd be fun. That should be something I could mess around with at some point. Pido. Smooth butter. We're not going to have enough room for crap, are we? Oh, this is one thing we're going to do. Okay. Maple sugar. Just take a regular one to try to get rid of that. And then Pido. We do need 2 Pidos. So we'll just grab both of them right away. Dun 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 na na na. I have this high quality laurel. Let's actually just sell that. And how much did I buy it for? 500 a piece. Alright, we'll see if that works. I don't think I need more wizard egg plants. I bought it at 69 a piece. 6, 7, 2. Make up for my taxes. Oh, I already have a steel crow's beak hammer. Oh, because that's what I just earned. I probably should make one still. Move to armory chest. Okay, that helps. Oh, and then iron ingots. Get that on there. Okay. Inventory fixed. Inventory fixed now. Alright. We got everything we need for the blood current tart. So we got that, and that. So the only thing you're confused by is how the bait system works for fishes.
You know that fish will each have a specific bait that they go for, but can any bait work as long as it's the right bait for the water type? And possibly above or at their level? Yeah, so my understanding is certain baits are preferred by certain fish, but then there's certain things like some of the lures will work for pretty much all fish. It's just more reliable for certain ones other than others. I don't actually know for like some of the things, like you could have like those low-level lures that are basically good for, I can't remember which one it is, but the one lure that works in either water type, I think you could catch almost any fish with it. It's just a lot less likely than its preferred bait, I think. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright, we'll get the CP spent back right there. Starting at 10% quality should help us. Let's do this. Alright, so we should be able to get the quality to 100% there. I've got a real good feeling about it. In fact, we might not even need to... Let's see. 61. That'd be 122. Yeah, we don't even need to do Master's Mend. Nice. Nailed it. I believe so. There's certain lures. I don't know if the lures work for all of them, or is that you saying that that's how it is? I keep getting all these gathering foods that's making me make. So many people just need to do gathering, I guess. Chamomile tea was up one more. So I have all three of these things too. Just where is everything? So raw bun has the chamomile, honey's on Janafreya, and the mineral water's on Janafreya. And it was one of each? Yep. Raw bun. No, you're asking? Yeah. I believe so. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how the lures work. But like I said, I've only read a little bit about it, and I don't know if I'm remembering correctly or if that's just something I was assuming off of it. Chamomile. Okay. And then Janafreya for honey and mineral water. Oh, not deep eye tears. Okay, I was going to say, I feel like I'm blind because it should be right there, which is where it is. Alright, let's make ourselves some chamomile tea. It sounded like it could make sense. So it either is how it works, or I'm just that good at bullshitting that it makes sense. It's, so my dad, is retired now, but he used to be a contractor. He was a general contractor, so did a lot of, like, building houses and, like, commercial buildings and cement work and stuff like that. And in his office in their shop, he had a plaque, and it had a picture of a chimpanzee with suspenders on, and next to it, like kind of in an engraving, it said, "If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with bullshit." And that's kind of my dad to a T. I may have picked up some of that from him. Wow, we are not getting condition increases much at all here. This might be a long road to hoe. Then again, though,
It should only take us 2 synthesis actions. So let's see. Okay, that will help. Oh, perfect. Now we just do this and this. And right next to that, there's a hang in there kitty poster. Pretty much. So now we need to make our pastry fish, which is a cool looking thing. Desert saffron and raisins. Those are the 2 things I don't have for this. My table salt is on Janafreya, which I tried to put everything on her. A couple of random things elsewhere, but... Alright, where is my big wad of table salt? Right here. Alright, so we'll see if they have raisins out here, and then desert saffron we're probably going to need to grab from... Cooking ingredients. Show me raisins. No. But do I make those with lowland grapes? Is that how that works? I do, so I could easily make some raisins. Let's do that then. But let's find our desert saffron first. It's been a beautiful last few days outside too. That has been pretty nice. Getting out, getting some walks in. My daily constitutional. All right, let's do a partial match here for saffron. There we go. Ooh, this stuff ain't cheap. This stuff ain't cheap. Well, we might as well get one high-quality one, since all I need is one. For 3,000. Worth the gill. Worth every gill. In fact, let's do this, too. Raisins. Bronze raisin hammer. Yeah, space pizza. Thank you for that. All right. So we just need to specify our high quality items here, and we should be able to make our pastry fish. So the pastry fish actually doesn't have fish in it. It's just shaped like a fish. Makes sense. They actually are bringing data center travel out soon before the expansion releases. Reading about the patch notes for 5.5, including a note that said there would be data center travel in 5.5.8 before it was quickly deleted. Yeah. Yep, that's what it sounds like. And I believe that's following, like, from what I saw, some of the people that do a lot of videos in the community were talking about. That's what they did with World Visit, too, with the World Travel System, is that they brought that out in the 5.8 patch prior to the next expansion so that they could work out the kinks with it beforehand. So then the big question is, I think it was like the 5.8 patch came out like a month and a half, I think, before the last expansion. So that would be looking at like September maybe as a time frame for when it would actually be available. Oh, I think my food ran out. Oh well. Such is life. Let's get some back right away here, and then jump through our rotation. And we'll leave it that time. see how far this gets us. 46. So 46 would be 92. 90. Okay, so 2 more. I think we should be able to get it in just 2 more synthesis actions. Let's do Master's Mend now. That'll buy us some time. We should have enough touch actions now with CP to be able to get to high quality pretty fast. Get that back and then we'll see here. Just double check our math here. 92. Oh no, we might need 1 more. But we've got enough to do it. Nope, we had just enough. My math was right. Okay, so that is Culinarian all set and ready. So now let's see if we can take care of our Mithril Poros. Armorer? The hammer, right? Yes, the hammer. Nope. Wrong one. There we go. We're in the armorer set, not the blacksmith set. Retrieve our materia here. And then do a little bit of desynthesis. Yeah, and like, so it seemed like they with the data center travel, they still didn't give like actual specifics, unfortunately. But the way they explained it, especially when they mentioned the Oceania data center, it made it seem like it's going to be cross regions also. Not just within the same region for data center travel, but that you'd actually be able to go cross regions. But they didn't confirm that by outright saying it. So that is a little unfortunate. My guess is it would come for a live letter later this summer where they would outline it more. So also the Reaper class reminds you a lot of Guild Wars 2's Reaper class. But it's only natural that a class called Reaper would have a similar aesthetic. That's true. That is true. Okay. So let's do a little melding there. We just have 1 more of these, unfortunately. Meld. Meld. Like the art style with it and just the way it looked and with the gear that it had on. So it's funny because when Yoshi P came out, I thought it looked a lot like Bloodborne, but then the actual like in action and the art style of the actions and everything, that seemed a lot more like very Persona 5 aesthetic with like kind of like the bright colors, the way that they sort of warped around. With Guild Wars 2, the Reaper isn't its own class, it's a specialization of Necromancer. Interesting. So in that way, Necromancer wasn't too far off probably then. Okay, we need the Mithril Cura. Cura. I have 1 Mithril Ingot to my name. I also, yep. No Mithril Rings, though, I don't think. Nope. I can make an electrum ingot. Let's, that's goldsmith, isn't it? Yeah, it's goldsmith. So let's switch to golds. Oh, let's do that first. Then let's switch to goldsmith to make our electrum ingot. Actually, this is going to be easiest to do. Do it like this. How do we just... Let's just do one. I'll do one. I'll do one. Just trying to nudge me into playing Guild Wars 2 sooner. Is it working? Slightly. What do we do now? Let's do one synthesis action. And then we'll do Master's Mend. And we have exactly 2 uses of touch actions. Let's take a calculated risk. There we go. Not high quality, but that's okay. We don't need it to be high quality, because we'll probably end up buying some high quality mithril ore, or ingots. Mithril, Kuros. Alright, so let's get ourselves some mithril ingots so we can make this stuff. Mithril. Oh boy. Ingot. There we go. Did you know that playing Guild Wars 2 makes you irresistible to women? I don't know. I think you're selling me a bill of goods, baby smell. Let's get 10 of them here. Okay, so now we can make our mithril stuff. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Taking a little bit more of the goblet here. Alright, so we need mithril rings, and then we need 2 mithril plates. So let's actually do this first. Eat some more mashed popotos that I made. It's shake and bake, and I helped. Good old commercials don't work on me. All right. I think we should be able to make it there. %. I don't think 64 will be enough. So yeah, we did need to do 2 synthesis actions. So I was smart to do that. I did not get high quality, though. I hit that 2% that was not high quality. Gotta love it. All right, now we need 2 mithril plates. Ooh, we're not getting condition increases at all. There we did. I had to complain about it, I guess. How many different classes are there in Guild Wars 2? Oh no! I'm an idiot! Ah. It didn't seem like I lost materials, though, at least. So that I got that going for me, which is nice. I forgot to do Master's Men. It looked like I still had 9. Unless it just didn't update on the screen for some reason. So if after this I had 7, I have 7, I didn't lose materials somehow. Let's see. Master's Mend. Yes. Make sure to do that this time. Alright, this is going to get me to like 98% again here. Oh, 89. Even worse. Yep, see, I have 7 left. Because I used 1 on the rings, and then 2, and I had that failed synthesis. And I only had 10 high-quality mithril ingots. I don't know how that happened. Got lucky there, I guess, at least. Failed out for my stupidity. Got the magic touch. Let's see here. Maybe should have... Well, I guess this time I should get to 100% anyway. I was going to say I maybe should have done something like Inspiration or something like that to help amp up the quality. Alright, so I got 2 high-quality plates. Alright, let's do this thing! So I'm guessing I'm going to have to make 2 other things after this, too. I just don't get all 3 of them at once, like I did here. So there's 9 classes, by the way, each with 2 separate specializations that act as subclasses. Okay. And so, do the specializations work... is it like skill trees, and you can level up kind of in both of them to, like, go in one direction or the other? Or is it just you choose one path or the other? Let's try to do a synthesis or 2 to try to get condition increase, which I did not get. Do Master's Men now. Oof. We are not getting quality increases at all. Or condition increases. That helps. I mean, this will probably fail here. Nope. Alright, so I can do 2 more touch actions. And I only have CP to do 1. So we'll basically just have to do hasty touch. Oof. This is not gonna be high quality, is it? Oofda. That hurt. That hurts. Alright, well, I've got enough mithril to do one more run at it here. So we'll see how this goes. We weren't getting condition improvements often enough at all. So much for my craftsmanship being up 15%. A lot of good that did me. Okay, we'll do that. And then we can do this. And this. Master's Mend. Then we'll do a basic synthesis. Actually, no. We'll just do our 2 touch actions. 91% this time. We got high quality mithril rings that time, I guess. So you earn skill points, which you spend to unlock traits and abilities for each class. There's core trait lines and abilities, and then there's the specialized trait and abilities. Okay. Well, that seems fun. A little bit more interactive with your leveling as opposed to FF14, where it's basically just get your skills and go. You don't really choose anything other than what gear to load out with. Alright, well, we have a metric ton of CP right now. So I think I'm going to do this again. Oh. So I just need one more synthesis so I can try Hasty Touch a couple of times. Okay, yeah. So I do this. I do this. And then I do this. Nailed it. That one got a little wonkier than the first couple attempts. The playstyle can vary wildly depending upon how you choose your traits, abilities, and gears. Now that makes it interesting. That is one thing. So my roommate, that was his big complaint about Final Fantasy XIV, was there was like none of that like decision-making customizability. It was just all, okay, you leveled up, you get this stuff now, and that's that. That was one thing that he was missing in it, why he kind of bounced off the game in the early levels. He's also the type that, other than like Star Wars: The Old Republic, he didn't end up actually like paying attention to the story much like in WoW or most other games. He's more of a gameplay first person than a story first person. The Xmas tree is up. Yes, it is, Oliver. Oliver, good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing? How's everything going over in the UK? Alright, that's as far as I can go, because I need to actually synthesize. So hopefully okay, it wasn't. But we'll have one high quality, one not, and we have the high quality rings. So there is that. And then we need to switch back to Goldsmith to make another Electrum ingot. Let's see here. Goldsmith. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, here we go. If you leave it up, you don't have to go through the trouble of pulling it back up. That's big brain. So, do I have to change classes, or can I just start crafting on something and it'll swap over to the other class? Or you're saying if I just go here and switch when I come back. Let's do a search. Oh, you're talking about the tree. You're talking about the Christmas tree. I was thinking like the crafting log was what you're talking about, and then I was just like, wait, there's a way that I maybe don't have to go through all these extra steps when I have to switch between classes? You got my hopes up there. My misunderstanding got my hopes up. You take back your big brain comment. Yeah, that's justified. It's justified. I don't fault you for that, Baby Smell. I don't fault you at all for that. All right, Master's Mend. Let's get my try to earn my big brain status back here. Okay. So we can do 3 more touch actions here. This is not going to get the high quality. Like nowhere near it. Unless we get lucky. Hey, we leveled up to 42 with Goldsmith, though. There you go. We are on Armorer. Okay. Our Mithril Kuros, then. All right. Let's do this thing here. Okay, that helps us out already a little bit. One condition increase so far. Another one, nice. I'm going to do a synthesis action since the condition is poor. Alright. Back into our touches. Can just do Master's Mend right away. Okay, Tricks of the Trade is good there. Innovation is the touch one, right? Yeah. Let's try innovation here. Uh, 40, 80, 120. So I need 3 more. So I can do 1 more touch action. Now we finish building. And hope that that 8% not high quality isn't where we fall back into. Got it. Okay, perfect. High quality crafted. So now it's hammer time. Oh. Well. Quick drink here. Nothing like lukewarm sparkling water. Okay, so we need to make a steel crow's beak hammer first. So linseed oil is the one thing we don't have. So let's see if we can buy some linseed oil. Whoa. Linseed oil. I do not need 99 of them. People gouging me here. Let's buy 40 and then we'll just resell the ones that we don't use. For hopefully the price we paid for them. Alright, oak lumber we have on our chocobo. Okay, so let's get to making this. Steel ingots. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Not getting condition increases. Hurts a little bit. Let's do a synthesis here. Okay, so we just need to do one more synthesis and we've got it made. So at this point, then I don't think we're going to need to do a Master's Mend. So we can just keep doing touch actions here. And let's actually throw an innovation in here. Nice. Paid off perfectly. Yes. Yep. So once I finish up these quests, which we're almost there now, then we're going to jump over to that. And then, depending upon what time we're done talking through that stuff. No. I'm actually going to, we'll watch the trailer again, pause it a couple points, break it down. And so, yes, probably, since we're almost done, we have just the one last thing to make here. We'll probably be able to do that here very shortly. I need a boar leather. Go switch to leather worker. And find my boar skin. Nope, I think those are all on Paulina Na. Let's... Oh no, she's got just all the... Oh no, here we go. Boar hide. Do I need two? No, not boar with a B. Yeah, let's have her sell then this linseed oil. Was 900 a piece. Okay, so I'm leather worker, so boar leather. There we go. Oh, yeah. It was only... I only needed one. Getting there. So the question is one synthesis going to do it? It did, okay. Oh well. Oh no, I needed that boar leather. Get back here. I need that. I need that for what I'm making. Okay. Back to blacksmith. Okay. Let's see if we can get this high quality here. I really hope so. We'll take our CP back right away. You're gonna go do some fishing? Nice. Ocean fishing or just regular fishing? Let's see here. Let's do a synthesis. Oh, we're gonna need a lot of synthesis actions. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Okay, not a lot then. Master's Bend. Synthesis. We have not gotten any condition increases here. Regular fishing because you need it for the Sky Steel fishing rod. Is that the one? That's the one you get from Ishgard? Is that correct? So we need one more synthesis action, so we do that at 5, so we have 3 more chances. We can get a condition increase here. We did not. But this should get us close to 100%, which it did. Perfect. Nice. Alright, so we have all of the bits that we need. So back to Limsa Lominsa. What all do you have to do in order to get that baby smell? Is it kind of like a relic weapon where you have to do so many different things or catch so many different types of things in the diadem, I'm guessing, in order for it to qualify? Or for it to level up to get that, or you just catch certain fish. Okay, that makes sense. What level is that? Is that a level 80 fishing rod? So let's go to Blacksmith's Guild first. Let's go to the Culinarian's Guild, actually. Because that one we can actually jump right to. Yes, yes. Affirmative. Affirmative. Oh, it won't let you do more identical exposits. You have to bring out the thesaurus or just typo it. Oh. Nope. I gotta go talk to Letitia. I forgot about that. How are the items I requested coming along? Lest you forget, it's a blood currant tart, a serving of pastry fish, and a cup of chamomile tea that I need all of the finest quality. We got it all. I got it all. I got it now. Oh, I still have to keep 2 of them, though? Ugh. Ah, such a tantalizing medley of aromas. I cannot wait to sample each one. You have outdone yourself yet again, Callista. As soon as our guests seat themselves at table, their noses will be enticed by the rich, relaxing fragrance of chamomile. She doesn't look over enough for Letitia. I mean, yeah, this is true. Maybe it's like Letitia. I'm Letitia. Having taken a warming sip of tea, their attention will turn next to tart and pastry. For an instant, they are at a loss, as both dishes are prepared with such loving detail. Is this mere food to consume or art to admire? They feel a twinge of sadness that they must have faced such beauty, but that sensation is short-lived. You're getting a little ahead of yourself, Letitia, here. For no sooner did their teeth break the flaky crust than they experience a veritable symphony of tastes and textures. The making of pastries and sweets demands not only a delicate hand, but artistic sense besides. And you, Callista, are possessed of both. I can recommend you to the Admiral without reserve. I owe you an apology and an explanation. I wasn't being wholly forthright with you. While I am indeed tasked with conceiving the menu for Admiral's functions, it was also my job to select the guild member who will serve as her chef. And I am thrilled to inform you that that honor shall fall to you, the woman who passed my test with flying colors. There is no doubt in my mind that you will represent the Bismarck admirably.
keep up the fine work and be close at hand for when the Admiral has need of you. Alright. Now, trying to think. Midnight blue dye. That does look better. So we'll take that one. Bump, ba-dum, bump. Alright. Level 42 with Culinarian. We'll put our new knife on. And we'll retrieve our materia. And desynth. Mudstone, whetstone. Bump, 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 bump. Whoops. Not done yet. Oh, now everything will match a little bit better, at least. Those gloves are a little garish. And then eventually I'm going to make shoes and pants that work for crafting as well. Alright, so. Your video card's graphics driver is about to crash again? That's not good. It's having struggles running the game? Let's do blacksmith next. And since we're 41, I think we can do some of this stuff. Whoops. Let's do the other one. Okay. Oh, and I never did put this on, did I? Guess I didn't need it. Yeah. Aft castle. Alright. So yeah, we're almost. And then the next time we do crafting and gathering on stream, especially if I could do a longer stream, we could get through all of them to level 50 in one go of it. So that would be good. That would be good. So your computer can run the game fine, but sometimes your computer's audio will go brrrt, and then the screen will freeze. Oftentimes the audio keeps running. Huh. That sucks. Is it an older graphics card? All I'm asking for is a single-wrapped crow's beak hammer. Oh, the finest quality, of course. So I could show your feather smitties how it's done. It's a little old, yeah. Okay, hammer. Hammer time. Oh. By Byergot's beard, who'd have thought that the brutish tools of force could possess such beauty? The hammer's claw evokes the elegance and ruthless efficiency of a golden beak plucking worms from the ground. And it's flawlessly counterbalanced asymmetrically by the face. Not in me wildest forging fantasies could I ever envision laying hands or eyes on such a perfect hammer. Hells, I reckon it's too perfect to show to that lot. To look upon the daunting heights of such peak perfection would surely discourage even the boldest of budding blacksmiths. On the other hand, it ought to put those uppity smitties in their place. Besides, it'd be a crime to keep this hammer hidden away from the world. With any luck, it'll serve as inspiration to your forge mates, and maybe even motivate one to follow in your footsteps. Alright, Mesa Red, that's the same color, I think. Yep. So we'll just take the silver pieces. Next one's at 45.
45. Alright. 2 Armorer then. And that is the new one. But we can put this on. And this on. No. This on. And these on. Okay. Oh, actually, before I forget, we should change files. And retrieve our materia. And this desynth is going to fill my inventory, isn't it? Sure did. Iron ingot. Okay, now we can go back to Armorer. Blandsteer has already been here to submit his work for appraisal. You have a mithril cuirass. Prepared as well, I trust. Oh yeah, I've got that other one that I made that wasn't high quality. This is superb craftsmanship, Callista. It seems the pressures of this challenge have done naught to cloud your eye for detail. In fact, you may have produced your finest piece yet. It is superior to Blandsteer's in every respect. You think me biased? Yes, it is true that I despise that self-centered windbag, but I mean to judge this contest fairly. And the Rogaiden's armor was indeed forged with his customary quality. But it is thus that the brilliance of your cuirass shines all the more brightly for improving on the work of a master artisan. Mithril is a notoriously difficult material to shape, yet see the gloss of these plates? Not a single imperfection to mar the surface. I have cast an eye over many a suit of armor, but it is refreshing to know that I can still be impressed. The first round goes to you. I only wish I could be there to see Blandsteer weep when you show him the masterpiece you have created. So is he going to give up after this? And just be like, oh, I can't top this. No, I guess the level 45 quest will be the second leg, and since we'll win that one, it'll be over.
So, Hananza chose your armor over mine, did she? Surprise, surprise. Come then, pup. Let's see this bloody work of art.
Alright, here you go.
Huh? Well, you've not been neglecting your craft. That much is certain. I can't rightly disagree with her decision. But the next round will be a different story. You can be sure of that.
I don't think the pink is going to go better with the, maybe it would, actually. Yeah, actually, that does not stand out as much anymore, at least. So that's good. Oh, I was doing that without pliers? Equipped? Oh, because when I switched the main hand to blacksmith, it must have taken the offhand off. Interesting. All right, well, see if we can retrieve materia here and equip that, and then we're good. Culinarian. Just update all of my gloves here quick while I'm thinking of it. And then we can do this too. Bum, 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 bum. By the way, there is a neat little thing you can do while fishing. What would that be? Whoa. Goldsmith. Change my smock. And change my gloves. Carpenter. Type sit, you'll pull up a chair to sit on? Oh really? I did not notice that. So you do that once you have you have to do that while you have like your fishing rod out? You have to cast your fishing rod first? Huh. That's funny. That's a cute little thing.